Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, and today we're going to be talking about a monthly subscription box called Spec Ops Global. Spec Ops Global. So what they're going to do to you, like a lot of other subscription boxes, is send you gear every month, and your price range can go from around $20 to just under $150. And so you've got a pretty broad range there of the number of items that you can get, depending on how invested you want to be in receiving these boxes. So I was contacted by them a while ago. They said, hey, you interested in doing a review? I was a little skeptical, and so I said, hey, why don't you send me a box and I'll check it out on my own without doing a review, and then we'll talk about it if this looks like it could be a good partnership. The thing that really intrigued me about these boxes is that all the gear you get is used by either law enforcement or military special operations units from around the world. So that could be Australia, that could be Finland, Russia, Poland, the UK, the US, just lots of different countries are represented by this gear. So I dug into that a little bit and I said, okay, is that really true? Are these knockoff pieces of gear? And in my research, I basically found two things. It's either the exact gear that is being used because it's government issued, or it's like a private company that makes gear that a lot of special operations units or special military law enforcement units use. So for example, you can get an item that is made by the government and is used by some of these units, or you can get an item that, say, it's made by 511 or Black Hawk or other companies like that a lot of these different units will use. Now when I say special operations units, a lot of people are going to go, you know, SAS or the GROM or Navy SEAL, something like that. But there's a wide variety of special operations units. That means people who are not just working in your standard military or law enforcement branches, but kind of some of those subdivisions. So that can be special operations units that have to do with environmental issues, special operations that have to do with maritime issues. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look at the gear that came to us in this month's box, and we're going to talk to you about it and explain some of the different items. And then over the next handful of months, we'll be looking at all the other boxes that come each month. And then you can decide, is this a good subscription for you? Is it something you'll be interested in? Again, the price range from $19 up to around $150. The other thing I'll tell you is that if you like some of the individual pieces of kit that come or gear that come with each box, you can purchase a lot of these items individually on their website. All right, so if you want more information, I put a link down below. And there's also a discount code if you decide that you want to subscribe to the Spec Ops Global boxes. All right, let's look into this month's box. Here's what the box looks like. Very nice box. When you get it, you're like, yeah, this looks really professional. It's not just thrown together, which is cool. All right, so we'll open it up here. I have taken a look at some of the gear, but I repacked it just to show you what it looks like when you actually open it up the first time. So just a warning that food and drink products may contain allergens, because there is actually a nutrition bar in here. And then what you get, let me put this out of the way. Then what you get is this list. So box 1 of 2, or list 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. This is the Elite box from May 2016, and it gives you the item, where it's from, and who uses it, and possible uses. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different items. And then it says, learn more about all our products and see more photos at specopsglobal.com. So I find this really helpful because it tells me what I'm looking at. Sometimes I'll see an item and I'm like, I think I know what it is, but then it gives me the real specs here. So let's start digging into here. All right, let's jump into it here. First thing we're looking at is a mule bar. This comes to us from Great Britain. 1,500 kilojoules of energy in a 100-gram bar. This is a 40-gram bar, so it's going to be a little bit less. They're basically saying that this is the best tasting energy bar that they've ever had. So they've tasted lots of different energy bars, they say, and this one is the best. They say exotic flavors like mango and cashew, as well as licorice and coconut. So yeah, you got a food source right there. Next up, we have a RATS tourniquet. This comes from the USA. The RATS tourniquet, RATS, Rapid Application Tourniquet. And essentially, I actually talked about this in another review I did not too long ago. But, you know, if you're not familiar with tourniquets, obviously that's for a major blood loss situation. Certainly know your medical information before you just throw a tourniquet on, because there are situations that people recommend using it and don't recommend using it. So here's the RATS tourniquet. This is a well-known brand of tourniquet. Some people have some issues with maybe some of the kind of lashing process, I guess I would say, but still, I've never heard anybody say this is the worst one out there. Some people think there are some maybe that are slightly better, but that is definitely a good option when it comes to, having a tourniquet there with you. Next up here, we have a drop leg holster. We've got the panel, and we've got 2 mag pouches. Standard issue for British holsters and utilized by the SAS, often in Afghanistan. They note that this can accommodate most large frame semi-automatic handguns, a great way to carry your weapon either at the range or on your next hunting trip. So that's the drop leg holster and that system right there. The wool socks down in front. These are from Italy, and these are an 80-20 blend of wool and acrylic, which makes them more comfortable. And there's a line here, I'm not going to even try to say it in Italian because I want to butcher it, but in Italian, when you translate it into English, it says happy feet make a happy soldier. And these are used by the Italian Genova Cavalry. So that's the wool socks there in the front. Over here we have a MOLLE pouch from TAG, so Tactical Assault Gear. And essentially what you have here is an admin pouch, so a spot on the front for hook and loop to put patches or other information. You got a zippered pocket, and then you have a long pocket here, which will generally, most people think about a flashlight for that. You could probably fit a pistol mag in there as well. And then on the back is how you're going to attach it to gear or plate carrier or something like that. Let's talk about these right here. These are a desert sand sweat rag. This is also from Great Britain. This is standard issue to troops that are heading over to Afghanistan and Iraq. Certainly lots of different options for that. I got 2 here in my box, as you would too if you ordered this box from Spec Ops Global. And you know, so it could be used as a tourniquet, just to wipe sweat. It could be used to clean gear, put over your face as a mask in a situation where you've got, you know, lots of sand and stuff blowing around. So there's that. Next up we have a lockback knife. This comes to us from Italy. You'll see that it is serrated, and also that it has a flat tip at the end of the blade that doubles as a multi-purpose screwdriver. And this is used by, I'm going to try to pronounce it, but I'm going to butcher it, I'm sure, Corporal Forstale maybe, dello Stato. I just killed that, I'm sure. But it's a specialized specialized Italian civilian police force trained on environmental protection. So high-vis safety green, lockback right there, and that's coming to us from Italy. Right here in the middle we have a gas mask bag, also from Great Britain. This was originally issued for soldiers to put their gas mask in, but people just found it really helpful, and so they've rolled this bag into just kind of a gas mask bag, but also a multi-use bag. So they know you can throw your emergency items in it, toss it in the back of your car, you could take it out on your next day hike, and yeah, so that's what that bag is actually for. Last thing we have here is what they're calling a solar knife. It does come with a little leaf here that you can start the fire with, and then instructions here. Let me just take those out of the way and I'll show you the knife. Comes in a leather sheath. Doesn't say anything about the steel and what's used here, but you'll see that the handle is curved, and then you've got kind of concentric rings here. And the idea is that you can actually focus reflect a beam off the sun into here and then focus it on the crushed up leaf to actually start a fire. So they don't say who is using this, but they do tell you that this is made in the USA. There you have it, a look at the May 2016 Spec Ops Global subscription box. So what I'm going to do is take some of these items and roll them into some current systems and kits that I have. And other items I'll probably take and I'll give away to you, the Everyday Tactical Vids viewers, just so that you can get your hands on some of these items and check them out, tell me what you think. So yeah, links down below if you want to subscribe to the Spec Ops Global subscription process. Again, from $19 up to around $150. You'll get fewer items with the $19, but then obviously more if you're willing to pay more money for that. Let's hear in your comments below also what you think about this subscription. Do you like it? What do you like about it? Give me feedback so I can pass information on to them and give them feedback as well. Thanks for checking out the videos. More videos coming soon. Take care.